What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Tyler. We're back for another video in our Kingdom Hearts community series. The community series that airs every single Thursday on our channel, leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3 releasing on January 29th. We've done a couple of videos already kind of theorizing, talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, and we got a lot more ideas coming up. And now it was mentioned by Tyler in a video of the past, of the last two that we did, and we talked just a little bit about Aqua, and we want to go more into that in this topic. We want to talk about who is going to be saving her in Kingdom Hearts 3. So we have some things to talk about. We have obviously the fact that it does seem like she has turned to darkness, and we actually made a video. We'll link that in the description. It's also on a graphic that we'll be showing. We've done a video on that, talking about how that happened and all about that. And we want to talk about who is going to end up bringing her back. Now we have gameplay of Sora fighting her, and Tyler's going to be talking a little bit about that. We have in the trailer that Riku and Mickey are in the realm of darkness. So we have a couple of basic candidates that could end up saving her in the end. But we're going to talk about who we believe is going to do that. So, Tyler, what do you think? Like I said, we've seen gameplay and we'll be showing the gameplay. We have Sora battling Aqua, but does that necessarily mean that he'd be the one to bring her back?
Right. And the answer, in my opinion, is no. It doesn't mean that it would be Sora. And the reason I'm saying that is because if we look at Kingdom Hearts 2, so we look at the past games, but we especially look at Kingdom Hearts 2, we know that in I think it was called the Realm Between, Axel is fighting alongside Sora. They sort of were like kind of enemies at that point, but it was kind of cool to see, right? And Axel sacrifices himself to save Sora so that Sora can go on to save Roxas, or to help Roxas, or whatever, however he put it. And he tells Sora to go, and then he opens a portal, and Sora leaves him, and Axel's like, no, go. And so he does, and then Axel disappears. So that's one time. And then another time in the game, Maleficent, also, she doesn't sacrifice herself, but Maleficent kind of steps in, and she takes on, right towards the end, right before you face Xemnas, towards the last time with Sora. And all those Heartless just start coming down the walls in the world that never was. Pete and Maleficent come up, and they're going to take all these Heartless on. And Sora's like, Maleficent, and he's like, no, go. And then Mickey and Pete have a little thing too. So, again, Sora allows somebody else who was sort of an enemy. Well, Maleficent's definitely an enemy. But he lets somebody else do something to allow Sora to continue on to do what he needs to do. So that's important to say. Because now when we look at Kingdom Hearts 3, and yes, there is that one scene in one of the trailers where we see Sora's hand in the water coming down and Aqua's is reaching up. But that doesn't mean that Sora saves Aqua, right? Because that's Sora's Kingdom Hearts 2 glove, and we know that when he faces Aqua, he's in the new Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit, and also that's not like Dark Xehanorted Aqua in that image. That's just regular Aqua. So that's just kind of like symbology that he's going to be helping. But I don't think that it's going to be Sora. I know that Sora faces Aqua in the Realm of Darkness, but we also know that Riku and Mickey end up in the Realm of Darkness also. In fact, we saw in one of the latest trailers that they were in the Realm of Darkness, but we also see that Riku leaves his Way to Dawn Keyblade in the Realm of Darkness, and he gets his new Keyblade as well. I don't know if that takes place in the Realm of Darkness, but he leaves his Way to Dawn one in the Realm of Darkness. So they are there. So what I kind of have a feeling is going to happen is he's going to face Aqua. Obviously, we'll defeat her for the health bar purposes, but I don't think that she'll be defeated. Because I think Aqua's more powerful strength-wise and just like as a Keyblade wielder-wise than Sora. I just get that feeling. So, she'll be defeated, but what I think we'll end up seeing is good Aqua, or normal Aqua, or whatever you want to call her, will come out in a way and kind of tell Sora, like, you can't stay here, you need to go, and you need to save Ven. and he kind of won't want to, but he will. Because as we know also in the trailers, as he picks up Sora on I think it was Destiny Islands, he picks up her Keyblade that she gets from Master Ericus. So I don't know if that's going to link him to like find Aqua or how that's going to work, but I don't think he's going to save her. I think she's actually going to send him to leave and to go save Ven. Now maybe she knows how he can save Ven. That I don't know. Maybe Ansem the Wise kind of taught her something. I don't know. We'll find out. But that's what I think is going to happen. He'll defeat her. Aqua's going to come out and say, "You're going to have to leave me. You're going to have to go save Ven." He's going to do it. I also think in one of the newer trailers when Sora's like falling and he's going through all these different Soras that are like floating up and floating sideways and just are all over the place. I think that's Sora kind of, I don't know if it's him going into his heart or what that is, but I have a feeling that has a connection to how he's going to find Ven. So I think that might lead to that. So then I do think that Riku and Mickey, seeing that Mickey kind of was like a partner in a way to Aqua at some point in time, especially in Birth by Sleep towards the end in the Keyblade Graveyard, but also in 2.8, a fragmentary, or 0.2, a fragmentary passage. I think that it will actually end up being Riku and Mickey who end up saving Aqua in full. All we can do is theorize, but when we look at what's taken place in past games, there is a precedent for Sora to kind of be trying to do something, but he kind of gets turned away or is led to continue doing what he actually has to do by somebody else. And Axel's an example. Maleficent is another example. So it does make sense to me that this darker Aqua could possibly do that as well. Because as we know, just because you're kind of like Norded, as they call it, that doesn't necessarily mean that the dark side is in full control. We saw that in Birth by Sleep. When Terra Nort is choking Aqua, that something happens to him, and Terra kind of takes over for a second. So we do know that just because you might be bad doesn't mean you're fully bad. The good part of you, the light, is still in there somewhere. So I just that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. I think that's what's going to happen between Aqua, Sora, and also Riku too.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense, and it's happened before. I think the gameplay of seeing that them fighting each other could have people go into that route, but I think it's it's possible that it happens for any of them, that it's any of the three. Even Ven, it's possible, something could happen where that's not at the point that maybe they save Aqua later down the line after they get Ven back, and maybe he's the one. So, there's a couple different possibilities. There's a couple different people that can do it, but there is a reason, like you said, and like we've seen from the trailers and the story of why Riku and Mickey, they're the ones, going to go get her, and they have a connection to her, while Sora, I guess, has a connection to her from Ven and inside his heart, and her and Ven have that connection. It's possible that is what does it, but it's also possible that because of the relationship, Riku, Mickey, because of history or whatever, that they end up doing it. But I agree. They have done it in the past, like Tyler said, with the whole Axel thing. Just because you battle somebody in a battle, even just a normal, a villain or a normal boss battle in Kingdom Hearts, doesn't always mean you defeat them. Just because you beat them doesn't mean that whatever the goal of what you're doing there, or whatever the goal of Sora's character is supposed to be doing, it doesn't mean that's automatically achieved. We've battled the same person over and over before. Like Tyler said, we've battled somebody and then a cutscene happens and kind of the paths get changed a little bit. So it could be any one of those things. I definitely could see that happening, and that you battle her and you beat her, like Tyler said, in the life bar, but not necessarily in the goal. Maybe it happens later down the line, again, maybe because of Ven, or maybe she just sends you on where you're supposed to go, because I do think Sora is going to be the one to get Ven, and then Riku and Mickey could end up doing that job. So guys, let us know in the comments below, who do you think is going to save Aqua from the darkness? Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. We do videos on this Kingdom Hearts in our Kingdom Hearts community series every single Thursday. So next week we'll be back. We're going to continue doing this, talking about theories, explanations of Kingdom Hearts, leading all all the way up to it releasing on January 29th, and we got a ton of stuff coming after that. So we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next video.